guys, Kathy here. Hope you're all enjoying this glorious spring weather we're having in Australia. Fall weather if you're in the northern hemisphere, I suppose. Today I am bringing you another review on a product I got fairly recently. It was only released in August, and that is Benefit's new box of powder, and this one is Rockateur. So this came, like I said, this came out in late August. I only received mine in the mail, well, it would have been a couple of weeks ago. I bought it pretty well the day it came out. And I bought direct from Benefit's website. They do ship to Australia, which is fabulous. One thing I will say about their shipping service though, if you're only trying to buy a single product from them, then their shipping is really expensive. It's like $50 or $60 for just one item. The more things you buy, the cheaper it gets. So to get my shipping cost down, I bought a couple of other things with it, and it came out to about $30 shipping for about 5 products, I think. So it came out pretty good. But yes, this sells for $28 US, which is not cheap, but considering how expensive blushes are in Australia normally, it actually works out to be about the same price all up. First things first, I love their packaging. Benefit's packaging, particularly with their box of powders, is just fabulous. They're these cute little boxes which open up and you get a mirror and then your blush is inside. The theme for this one is sort of woman power, rock chick, hence the name Rockateur. So I love the way they've done the packaging in the fact you've got this gold snake skin, which I guess represents the tough chick, and then you've got black and pink lace decor, which is all supposed to represent femininity and stuff. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And its catchphrase is, "It's time to rock for a rush of heat. Sweep this provocative powder on cheeks. It's a show-stopping flush." So yes, so you get 5 grams, which is a good size blush. But you open it up, and as with all their box powders, you get a brush. I have noticed that they've changed the shape of their brush. It used to be just a big square or rectangle cut, but they've actually rounded it in 2 ways. You've obviously got the round here, but they've also rounded it sideways, so I'm not sure if you can tell here, but it's sort of shorter on this side and longer, so it sort of curls up like that, which I actually find much better for cheeks. All of their brushes go really well on my cheeks because they're nice and small, but with the curve here, it follows the contour of my cheeks at least absolutely perfectly, and the brushes are actually quite soft, so I actually enjoy using their brushes, and particularly if I'm traveling, I'll always make sure I take one of these because they're perfect for any blush. Anyway, onto the actual blush itself. It is an absolutely perfect rose gold blush. There's nothing else to say. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see I've started to dip into mine, but when it first came out, the word rock was quite what's the opposite to indented from the rest of it, but I've started to wear away a little bit at the word. I will say, of their box of powders, I found this one to be a little harder than normal to get out of the pan, so it didn't pick up on the brush quite as easily. It was still really good, and once I started to apply it to the cheeks, it blends like a dream. It is absolutely beautiful. It's really pigmented. And yeah, it works into the skin really well. So once I've got it on the brush, it's fine. I just noticed that it didn't pick it up quite as easily. I had to put a little bit more pressure on the brush to get it on it. But I have swatched it. I've got a dual swatch. One is just where it's single swatch, and then the other I've blended it out so you can see what it looks like. I do have it on my cheeks at the moment, but my lighting's not very good, so you probably can't see it all that well. But this is the colour of what it is if you just watch it normally, and then this is the blended out. So it's, like I said, a beautiful rosy peach colour with some gold shimmer, but the shimmer isn't overly intense, so you're not going to put it on your face and go, whoa, blinded. But it does give you an absolutely lovely glow. For spring, I think it's absolutely perfect. I know they've released it as a fall colour for the US, for the Northern Hemisphere, but honestly, it's going to be able to be worn all year round because it's spring here, And if I match it with maybe a little bit of their Benefit Sunbeam, which is a golden highlighter, it just gives the most beautiful bronzy glow with this beautiful rose gold colour on the cheek. So honestly, it's a perfect colour for all year round. This is definitely a colour that can be worn on all skin types. If you're of a darker tone, then yes, you probably will need to layer it up a little bit more. But it will suit everybody from the fairest skin tone right on through. So don't be afraid to try this out no matter what your skin tone, thinking, oh, but rose golds don't generally suit me all that well. This will work, trust me. And then finally, with all of Benefit's box of powders, and this is just a little thing, but they smell amazing. My fiance actually hates the smell of makeup, and he actually doesn't mind this, even though it's one of the strongest smelling makeups, because it's, I've always thought it has a watermelon crossed with rose scent. I don't know if that's true. That's as close as I've been able to describe it, because when it starts off, it's like a little bit, it's a bit light like a watermelon, and then it deepens off to being a rose scent. But it is quite strong in the pan. Like you smell it, you're like, whoa, but when you put it on your face, you really can't smell much at all. But yes, that is something about it is you do get a bit of scenting with these. So yes, this is the new box of powders from Benefit's Rockateur. If you have any questions about it at all, or you're wanting to see it in a tutorial, I know I haven't done a tutorial in donkey's years, but they are time consuming and no one's really asked for any, so I haven't bothered. But yes, if you do want to see it in a tutorial or something like that, please don't hesitate to ask. If you have any questions at all, again, please don't hesitate to ask. I will get to you. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and you found it a bit informative about their new box of powder. Like I said, I highly recommend it, as with pretty well all of their powders. I do have quite a few of them now, and I just love them. They're pretty well. I have quite a few blushes, but they're definitely my favourites. I just absolutely love all of them. But yes, so no, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time, whenever that may be. See you later.